From the Grand Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Today it's the third place game of the 45th annual Groton Lawrence Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament between the Holderness Bulls with a record of 5-1-1 and the Cushing Penguins with a record of 3-3-1. Good morning, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. These teams losing in the semifinals of this tournament yesterday, with Cushing dropping their decision 4-1 to Dexter, and Holderness, after a shootout win over Groton, dropping their semifinal to Proctor. Proctor and Dexter, their championship game is going on. We'll be starting in a little while. Scheduled puck drop of 11:30 over at the Groton School. Holderness's loss, by the way, to Proctor was their first loss in the season. Unbeaten their first 6 before that one. Cushing, a little bit of a mixed bag of results thus far, as this shot is in on Joe Sherab, but he makes the save. Joe Sherab, for the most part, been playing, well, shouldn't say for the most part, as he's a Division I commit to Union. He's played fantastic goalkeeping throughout his career. Had a great game against Lawrence Academy in the first game of this tournament. He has made some phenomenal saves. Here comes Holderness again, 5-1-1. So this is going to be a tough test for him, as this pass is off target. The shot from the left wing circle, and the save is made by Holderness goalie Keenan Alneas. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Keenan Alnahas, Alnahas. So, if there's a Holderness fan watching on on YouTube, can you give me a pronunciation in the comments, please? Face off from the left, face on the left wing circle, shot from left point, and Holderness looking to clear. Jake Warman up the right side gets hit. And back the other way come the Penguins. Trying to weave through traffic is Bryce Montgomery. Holderness on the counterattack with Cooper Belanger. Turnaround shot, and Sherab pins it with 2:01 gone by here in the first period. Turnover forced below the goal line by Holderness. Big scrum at the end boards, trying to get it out in front. And they won't get a shot off as Holderness clears it off the side boards. Cushing, rather, clears it off the side boards. Trying to wrap around in front was Max Dorrington. Pass off target. Now to the right point, settled down. Trying to walk in. Kippenberger loses the handle. Cleared out of the zone by Colahuye. That's another name I know I'm mispronouncing, so I apologize. Big hit laid at center ice by Caffarelli for Cushing. Anthony Caffarelli, Nick Caffarelli, one of the leading scorers for Cushing, as this play is offside with exactly 3 minutes gone by. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Chance here for Holderness. Shot from the low slot. Saved by Sherab, denying Isaiah Fox. Fox taps it to the sideboard. Swept into the zone by Kevin Pitts. Cushing looking to break out. Up the far side. Pitts. Correction, Joe Biddle lays his man down. Now a turnover, and here's a chance for Isaiah Fox. All alone. Drags. Saved by Sherub. Another chance. Turnaround backhand. Deflected before it can get to Sherub. Holderness will have to tag up. Can they catch him in the middle of the change? The big shot from the right wing circle goes wide right of the net. Off the side boards and hit into the zone by Nick Caffarelli of Cushing. On the right side, getting it into the zone is Carter Rose for Holderness. Brought the sideboards. Caffarelli takes a huge whack at his man, as that's out of the reach of Sherub as it trickles below the goal line. That could easily be a slashing call, given how hard he hit his man with his stick. Rose can't lob it out of the zone, and a whistle and a hand pass is called on Cushing. Face off just outside the Holderness zone. It'll be Kevin Pitts to take it for Holderness, but it's won by Cushing's Max Bogdanovich. Loose puck and out of position is the goalie Alneas. All right, Holderness not going to pay for that one just yet. Lobbed into the Cushing zone, tossed off the side boards. Big hit late at the blue line, going down to a knee, trying to bring up the zone is Banks for Cushing. This is deflected into the protective netting with 12:27 to go in the first period. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Pass in front. And Sona couldn't put it on his man's stick right there. O'Donnell. Sona doing a lot of stick work by himself below the goal line. Didn't get much support, and as a result, here comes Holderness. Wrapping around is Sebastian Gingras. And hammered in from center ice by the Bulls. And this goes into the protective netting on the near side. 11:47 to go in the first period. Center ice face-off. And it's won by the Bulls. Played back to Colahoulier. A bit of a wrestling match there in the far right corner. Out to the left point. The shot there is saved by Sherub. Taking a big bump is Tanner Ensign for Holderness along the far right corner. Out to the slot. Nearly turned over. Chance in front. And Sherub shuts the door. Turnover to Ensign, but he can't corral it for very long. Good stick check there by Garrison Gagnon to slow down Cushing's momentum, but here come the Penguins anyway. Trying to get it in front. That goes across the mouth of goal by Connor Wood. Back the other way come the Bulls. Played in from the blue line by Fox. Around the end boards, waiting for it is Pitts. Pitts gets hit from behind, trying to get it out to the blue line. Now a turnover, 2-on-2 here for the Penguins. The shot goes off a stick and into the protective netting with 10:19 to go in the first period. Face off in the left wing circle. And it will be won by the Bulls. Back in out, but turnover in the circle. Save, rebound, loose puck. And we have a whistle as looks like the net came off its mooring. Faceoff will come to the neutral zone. It'll be Pitts to take it for Holderness against Nick Caffarelli. Caffarelli had a goal in the game against Lawrence Academy on Friday night. A couple of Bulls players collide there in their own zone. They do get it up to the Cushing blue line ahead for Pitts, and now brought in by Biddle. On the diagonal with speed on the near side, trying to drag his. I think that was Caffarelli. The shot goes wide right by Gustafson. The return shot, chance in front, backhand, a save, swept out to the left point. Kept alive by the Penguins. That pass a little off target for Barella. Scrum along the near side boards taken away by the Penguins. Trying to bear in is Wood. Wood gets ridden into the boards by Biddle. And now it's Adam McNabney getting it into the Cushing end. Holderness will go out for a change as we're halfway through the first period. Glove down by Matt Hines, but not for very long. Swatted down. Pass in front by Banks, nobody home. One-timer from the blue line, rifles over the crossbar and off the rear glass. Cushing is offside, and there's the touch by the Penguins to bring the faceoff to the neutral zone. 8:27 to go. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. There is Kippenberger getting it in deep for Cushing. Big hit along the near side boards. Penguins trying to come away with it, but it's turned over to Riley Separides. Separides takes the shot, saved by Sherab. Face off in the left wing circle, battled for and eventually won by the Bulls. Penguins trying to break out of the zone, but it's a little slow to develop. They stay on side as they enter on the left side, and there is Billy Norcross, Brennan O'Donnell getting ridden into the boards, gives it up, pass off the back of the cage for Dorrington. Now trying to get it in front for O'Donnell, off target, but the Penguins keep possession. Pass off the back of the net, out to the left point. Give it up for the one-timer for the top of the slot that's tipped wide left. Settled down by Gagnon. Up the near side for Ensign. Backhanded in front by Belanger. And it'll be covered for a face-off with 6:58 to go. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Looks like Cherub's net came off its moorings. We're all set. Right wing circle face-off here. And the face-off will be won by the Penguins. They did that a lot against LA the other night, winning face-offs in the defensive zone. Bet along the blue line, and the Penguins will regroup in their own end. Off the sideboards, and putting on the brakes here is Jack Bayreuther. Now up the right side, it's Kim. Justin Kim tries to get it in on net. Unsuccessful, but Pitts keeps possession. Penguins with it. Outlet pass. Here's a chance. Broken up from behind by Joe Biddle. Great job to not commit a penalty while poking that away from behind. From Bogdanovich. Hammered in from center ice. And Oneas will cover up with 5:49 to go in the period. Face-off is won by the Bulls around the end boards to Gingras, but kept in at the blue line by the Penguins. Down to Rose. Rose over to Hines. Now back out to the left point. Shot from the left point. Kicked down. Brought out of the zone by Gingras. Around the end boards, waiting for it is Bayreuther. Bayreuther with a turnaround shot, trying to get it in for Gingras in front of the net. Gingras gets hip checked off the puck as he tried to get in deep in front of the net. Out to the left point. And a good stick check will force Holderness to tag up. 4:58 to go in the first period. No score. We had a scoreless first game of this doubleheader, the 7th place game between Groton and Lawrence. Will we see another scoreless period here? Nice hit laid along the end board, sideboards by Ensign to stop the entry by Cushing. Back into the Cushing blue line where it's gloved down. Here come the Penguins entering on the far side. Wrapping around, toss off the back of the net. Did that go in? Oh, wow! Wow! I'm absolutely stunned. I did not see any sort of movement that could have even possibly indicated that that went in, but somehow, some way, Jake Hewitt will get the goal, and it is 1-0 Penguins. He caught everybody off guard, his own teammates even. That goal comes at 13:40 of the first period. Now a chance in front for more. The shot from the top of the right wing circle. Puck flutters. It nearly fluttered into the net off the rebound. This comes all the way back to the Cushing end for icing on the Bulls with 3:53 to go. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the official LSP hoodie and the Never Concede collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. It looks like we had matching penalties here on Cushing's Jacob Banks and Holderness's Cole LaHoulier. So we're going to be playing 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Off the sideboards, passes out of the reach of Fox. Getting by Pitts, walking into the slot, the one-timer, a save by Alneas. Off the sideboards, Cushing looking for another opportunity. Trying to backhand it into the slot for Caffarelli. Pass off target. This is pass behind the red line. That'll be icing on Cushing. .37 seconds left on the penalties, and this one trickles outside the zone. Going back to play it and handing it ahead is Hines. Turnover at the red line. Here come the Penguins, potentially with numbers 3-on-2, but the defense is there from Hines. Penguins will regroup at their blue line. Off the side glass, waiting for it is Rose. Rose brings it in below the goal line, trying to backhand it in front. Pass off target, backhanded shot saved by Sherab. On the attempt by Tim Manning. Penalty time is up. We're back to 5-on-5. Cushing player blows a tire there. Holderness looking to capitalize. Bunting is on there for Holderness, comes back out to the blue line. The shot whistles wide left and around the end boards. Waiting for it is Belanger. Below the goal line, calling for it at the left point is Rose. Can't get it to him just yet. There for support is Separitis. And Rose will have to back up as it comes outside the zone. Holderness ready to re-enter. Dropped off for Hines. Hines with the big shot. Wide right and around the end boards. The return from the left point blocked in front. Another chance that is sticked aside by Sherab. Under a minute to go. Bidding for his second of the game is Hewitt, but a save made. Cushing looking to get back above 500 with a win today. Not tonight yet. Day hasn't gone by that quickly. 39.5 seconds left in the first period. Face off in the left wing circle. Wood gets tangled up there trying to play it below the goal line. Kept in at the blue line, the shot and a save with 28.6 seconds to go. Kept in at the blue line, and below the goal line, Wood plays it. Gets smushed against the end boards by Gagnon. 17 seconds left. Shot from the top of the slot, save, rebound, another save. The net comes off its moorings with 9 seconds to go. Well, pushing and shoving here. Nick Caffarelli getting an earful from Isaiah Fox. And that's the end of that chapter. 9 seconds to go. Right wing circle face-off. Brought out of the zone by the Bulls, number 24, Belanger. And that'll do it for the first period. We finally have our first goal of the day. It comes from Jake Hewitt. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the second period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. With your score, the Cushing Penguins 1 and the Holderness Bulls 0. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Third place game of the 45th annual Groton-Lawrence Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament, and the Cushing Penguins with a 1-0 lead on the Holderness Bulls. Lone goal in the first period by Jake Hewitt of Cushing. And that's where we stand. Proctor playing in the championship game of this tournament right now against Dexter over at Groton. Speaking of championship games and speaking of Groton, Groton and Lawrence playing in the championship game of the Groton-Lawrence Girls Basketball Holiday Tournament. And Groton currently, whoa! That nearly went in and out, but it went across the face of goal. Tough break there for the Penguins. But Groton and Lawrence playing in the championship game, the Groton-Lawrence Girls Basketball Holiday Tournament. And LA currently dominating Groton by 15 points at last check. Pass in front, off target, and it trickles out of the zone. Back to play it for Cushing is Brad Zona. One of the alternate captains for Cushing. He puts on the brakes against a double team and gets it off ice, but this will not be icing. Joe Biddle was close enough to it. That goes over the crossbar to the left wing. Battle along the far side boards, chipped into the left wing, trying to reverse direction and bring it back out. And that will not be kept in at the blue line. Maybe a chance here. Breakaway for Holderness, but it looks like we have a puck was played with a high stick by Holderness. So a tough break there for the Bulls. They had a breakaway opportunity. Jake Waterman, chance to even the game, and instead the faceoff comes back to the Holderness end. Faceoff trickles out of the zone. Cushing will have to tag up. Speaking of tough breaks. Never want to see a faceoff go out of the zone when you're on offense. This is ripped out of the air by Sherab. 2:02 gone by here in the first period as we start to hear that freezing rain coming down on top of us, top of the roof here at the Grant Rink. Face-off won by the Penguins and Dorrington. Awkward pass goes to the opposite corner. Good forecheck here by Holderness, preventing the exit by the Penguins, and now they will regroup at their blue line with Gagnon. A little self-pass there by Dorrington. Gets it in deep. Around the end boards to Kippenberger. Kippenberger goes down low. Shot deflected aside by Alnahas. And back the other way. Big hit late on Isaiah Fox there. Here's Kippenberger. Rifles one in from the red line. Alnahas drops it off for his teammate. Around the end boards to the left side. This will be thrown into the protective netting by Cody Seeley, and that'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for for Holderness, rather. 14:49 to go in the second period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Hammered in on Sherab from the red line. And around the end boards over to Barella. Turnover in the circle. Let's see if Holderness can set up, but a good check prevents that. Tapped out of the zone by Barella. Out to the left point. Pass to the right wing. Now to Seeley. Over to the left point. Buys go flying in the right wing circle. Seeley, correction, that's Zono, keeps it in at the right point. Around the end boards, there is Seeley. Seeley takes a shot. It's deflected wide right. Now carrying it in towards that for a tough angle shot. Saved by Alnahas. And kicked down by Seeley. Now carrying it in for a shot. Saved by Alnahas again. Bulls looking to carry it out of the zone. They cannot. It's swept in at the blue line. Now it trickles out. Penguins have to tag up. They do. Start to get changes here as it's chipped in deep. Around the end boards for Ensign. Turns it over. Shot from the left point. Saved by Alnahas. Zona keeps it in at the right point. Flicks it ahead. Puck popped up in the Holderness zone battle along the goal line. Zona's calling for it at the right point. They don't see him. Zona can't intercept this one before it trickles back to the Cushing end for icing with 12:45 to go. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Based off of the right wing circle, won by the Penguins, chipped in deep. Out to the left point. The blast is ripped out of the air by Alnahas. A windmill snare there by Alnahas. Not Alneas, Alnahas. Face off to the left wing circle. Played out to the left point. Another one-timer is sticked aside by Alnahas. Holderness having a hard time getting it out of their zone. Backhanded in front. Another save by Alnahas. He closes the door with the left pad. This diagonal will be tapped forward by Manning. A little subtle bump there by Pitts prevents Cushing from getting momentum from center ice. And this will be icing on Holderness with 11:49 to go in the second period. Face off in the right wing circle, won by the Penguins, carried along the blue line and thrown in by O'Donnell. Around the end boards. Out to the left point, faking the shot, taking the shot this time off the end glass. Chopping at it in front, and Alnahas covers up with 11:23 to go. 1-0 our score. Again, the lone goal by Jake Hewitt. Kind of just snuck that one by Alnahas in the first period. Nobody really noticed it except for Hewitt and then eventually the referee. Kicked forward at the blue line by Kippenberger, but here come the Bulls coming in. There's going to be a penalty here. And it's going to be holding as Jake Waterman draws the penalty. And going to the box is Jackson Dorrington, the freshman from North Reading, Mass. So let's see what Holderness can do on the power play, try to even this game with 11:05 to go. Out to the left point, now over to the right point for Biddle. Biddle goes in for Fox. Pass to the left wing, and Pitts is off target. Pitts keeps possession, however. Goes to Fox, back to Pitts, and turned over and swept out of the zone by Brad Zona. Partial change for Cushing. Redirected into the zone by Fox. Now Manning. Tim Manning turns it over. Clearance attempt fanned on. Cushing keeps possession. But a late stop there by Jacob Banks. And now maybe a shorthanded chance. They score! Jacob Banks started that one with the wall there at the blue line. Springs it ahead, and Cushing leads 2-0 on the shorthanded goal by Shane Zarcone. Around the end boards and cleared all the way back to Alnahas. Big hit laid by Keegan. Pass in front, trickles through the goal mouth to the near side. Caffarelli will carry this one, look for an outlet to swipe it 200 feet. 20 seconds left on the penalty. Partial change here for Cushing. Pass to the far side. Try to weave through his defender is Waterman. Waterman puts on the brakes, tries to reverse direction out to Belanger. Belanger chips it in deep, but only as far as Caffarelli will carry it out of the zone. Penalty time is up. We're halfway through the period. Caffarelli tries to get it in front. The pass is off target. Beautiful feed in front, but unable to get it on the stick cleanly. Comes back to the Cushing end. Zona looking for an outlet. Goes over to Montgomery. Montgomery now has to chase it down, as getting to it first is Pitts. Big scrum behind the net. Glove down by Montgomery. Montgomery will carry it out of the zone. Enter the zone on the left side. Trying to weave his way in. Pass in front, shot fanned on. Bodies going down everywhere. Here come the Bulls. Staying with it is Pitts. Rifles it wide left. Pass comes outside the blue line. Holderness has to tag up. Shot comes in on Sherab, but the play was offside anyway. .804 to go in the second period. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. Pass in front. Fox coming in hot, trying to tip that one in, but Sherab with another fantastic save. Now on the left side, it's Anthony Caffarelli. Flipped out of the zone by the Bulls. Hammered in from center ice by Gustafson. Try to get the outlet pass to Fox. Can he get there? He can, but he needs to wait for his teammates to come back. Tries to center it in front, nobody home. Comes all the way back to the Cushing end. We're waiting for, Holderness end rather, we're waiting for it is Biddle. Turned over to Zona. Zona coming in on the right circle, bearing in, tries to wrap it around in front, and Alnahas covers up with 6:57 to go. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Face off in the right wing circle. It'll be won by the Bulls. Played back to Biddle. Rose trying to spring it free for Holderness. Here come the Bulls on the far side. Good stick check. Rose trying to swim his way in. Excuse me, that's Waterman trying to swim his way in and get the puck back, but Cushing with possession. Little give and go back to Barella. Barella tries to get it into the slot. Sticked aside by Alnahas. Lofted out to the Cushing end. Seeley gives it up. Calling for the home run pass. Here's a chance, one-on-one. They score! Zona saw the opening, and he saw his teammate calling for it. Hewitt with his second of the game. This one was a no-doubter, unlike the first goal he had, and it is 3-0 Cushing. Saw Hewitt calling for it at the blue line, put it on a tee for him, and he walked in and beat Alnahas. Hewitt going for another one there off the face-off. Won't get it. This will come back to the Cushing end for icing on Holderness with 5:56 to go. Face off in the left wing circle. Carried out of the zone by Holderness. To the near side, it's Rose. Shot comes in on Sherab, and will cover up with 5:39 to go. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the official LSP hoodie and the Never Concede collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Face-off won by the Bulls. Immediate shot off the face-off by Gagnon is blocked. Try to get it in front. Shot by Bunting is off target and trickles through to the opposite side. Kept in at the right point, and the shot on Sherab is covered up. Heard a little yell of frustration from one of the Holderness players, unable to get that one through. Face off in the right wing circle, battled for and eventually won by the Bulls. Fox is there on the far side, takes a shot from a tough angle on Sherab, and he covers up with 5:11 to go. Another right wing circle face-off. Another face-off win by the Bulls. Out to the top of the slot. Shot wide left. Picked up by Kippenberger. Gets it out of the zone, but not very far. Holderness looking to re-enter, but they're forced to back up. On the near side, It's Rose trying to get it in on net, maybe connect with Fox. Fox has a hard time handling it. This pass a little awkward. Shot breaks the stick as it was blocked. Joe Biddle needs new wood. He's still out there without a stick. The shot is saved by Alnahas, and Biddle will use this opportunity to get a new piece of lumber as Fox retrieves the driftwood. A little too much frustration let out there by Biddle, trying to get the one-timer. His shot was blocked, and that's what caused his stick to break. Face-off hops out of the zone for Cushing. Now a near dangerous turnover. Now here is a turnover, but a good recovery and defensive stop by Jake Murphy for Cushing. Lucas Gustafson for Cushing to slow down the Holderness momentum and prevent a breakaway chance. Now on the left wing, the shot from the top of the circle, tipped aside by Alnahas. Comes out to the neutral zone. Zona gets hit as he tried to get it back in. On the left side, faking the shot, backhanded into the left circle. Alnahas on his knees trying to stop that one. He's without a stick. Can Cushing capitalize? Alnahas gets his stick back in time. And now he covers up, and we have a little extracurriculars after the whistle with 3:42 to go in the period. So we have whistle, penalty, and Max Dorrington is going to the box. I believe the call is roughing. He was getting into it with the Holderness players there. Face-off won by Holderness as they're on the power play for the second time this period. Can they capitalize and get to within 2? This one hops out of the zone, having to chase it down as Rose. Rose, forced back at center ice. The give and go to Fox. Fox takes the shot, saved by Sheriff. Puck is loose, it's behind him, and somehow, some way, the Penguins clear it with the puck in the crease. Wide open for what seemed like forever. Around the end boards, kept in at the blue line by Joe Biddle. And now it pops out of the zone. Physicality at the blue line between both teams. This is going to trickle in on Alnahas. He'll stop it. 45 seconds left on the penalty, 2:26 left in the period. Lofted out to center ice. Cushing already has a shorthanded goal here today. This trickles wide right by Fox. Gets the puck back. Under duress from Montgomery. Loose puck in front, and Sherb covers up. 2:02 left in the period, 21 seconds left on the penalty. LSP's next broadcast is Wednesday night at 6:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers host the Monroe Tribunes in NJCAA men's basketball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel. Oh, beautiful save by Alnahas, or by DVD of the game at the LSP store, denying another breakaway shorthanded chance. As this will be fluttered in towards Alnahas. Penalty time is up. Alnahas flicks it to the near side. Out to the left point, walking the blue line, Dorrington, just out of the box. And a loose puck coming all the way in on Sherb. He'll knock it down and it'll go on the diagonal to his teammate Zona. Now Caffarelli tried to put it on a tee for his teammate on the right post and hopped off the stick to the near side. Around the end boards as we approach 1 minute to go in the period. Big hit laid by Zona. He's getting physical. Takes down another Holderness bull, and slow to get up is Matt Hines. And now an outlet pass. It's a 2-on-0 for Cushing! What a save by Holderness! He was dead to rights. Somehow he stays with it, going side to side and making the stop. 30 seconds to go. This whistle's wide right of Sherab. That is probably the save of the weekend we've seen thus far. This one hops out of play. 18.8 seconds to go. Alnahas with an all-timer there. Face off in the left wing circle. Won by the Penguins out to the left point. Now over to the top of the slot, shot wide right by Kippenberger. 10 seconds left. Calling for it at the top of the slot was Dorrington. They didn't get it to him. Otis just looking to kill some clock here. Turnaround shot is deflected, and that'll do it for the second period. 2 goals in the period for Cushing, including the second of the game for Jake Hewitt. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back about 15 minutes with the third period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. With your score, the Cushing Penguins 3 and the Holderness Bulls 0. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. 3-0 lead for the Cushing Penguins on top of the Holderness Bulls in this third place game of the 45th annual Groton Lawrence Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. Speaking of Groton Lawrence Holiday Tournaments, LA and Groton playing in the girls basketball holiday tournament, and in the championship game of that one, LA on top of Groton by more than 30. Kind of an uncharacteristic performance for the Groton Zebras girls. But looks like LA is going to win that tournament on their home floor. And Cushing holding a comfortable 3-0 lead here. Got 2 goals from Jake Hewitt. One in the first, one the second. Got another one by Shane Zarcone on a beautifully placed breakaway outlet pass. Joe Sherab, oh! Holderness is back in, and Sherab is beat for the first time. Just a subtle little backhand. And that goal will go to Joe Biddle. So Holderness not going quietly. They get their first goal of the game, just 58 seconds into the third period. And let's see if that sparks them to make a comeback here. Or will Cushing be able to respond? When we saw Cushing Friday night against Lawrence Academy, they were up 2-0 and 3-1 at points during that game, but eventually LA came back to tie it 3-3. They would win in a shootout, but that goes in the standings as a tie for Cushing and LA. See if they can hang on to a 3-1 lead here. Unable to redirect it into the zone is Nick Caffarelli. But nearly a turnover to Caffarelli in the slot, but he couldn't handle it. McFadden trying to hit the home run pass again, this time to Connor Wood. Not on target. And Cushing has to retreat. There's Seeley. Now Biddle going for his second. Denied by Sherab. A turnaround, another stop by Sherab. Try to scramble in front, loose puck, and it looks like the net came off its mooring. 15:20 to go in the third period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Sherab stops another one as there's a little bit of a wrestling match in front of him. Hewitt's doubled his goal totals on the season in this tournament. Entered the tournament with 3, now has 6. Shot tipped wide left. Cushing setting up their offense to the right point, left point, Gustafson, and that is tipped over the glass and into the protective netting. Lucas Gustafson from Cumming, Georgia. And it'll be Bogdanovich to take this face-off against Pitts. And it'll be won by Pitts back to Hines. Hines up the left side. Try to hit the home run pass for Fox. Fox got tangled up, no call. Tapped in from the blue line by Hines. This comes all the way back to the Holderness end for icing with 14:32 to go in the third period. Face off in the right wing circle. Carter Rose, sophomore from Brasher Falls, New York, to take it for Holderness, but it's won by Cushing around the end boards, out of the reach of Gagnon for Holderness. And this will be McNabney. Try to connect with Rose. Rose on the diagonal to Ensign. Flipped in by Fox. Fanned on, but there is Gagnon. Gagnon tries to chip it in deep. Battle for it along the blue line, regained by Waterman. Looks like Holderness having a hard time keeping track of the puck. Cushing tried to backhand it into the zone. Turned over to Waterman. Sorry for the camera, folks. Hammered in from the red line, but blocked and taken over by Gingras. Toss in off the sideboards by McElhaney for Cushing. He'll go off for a change. Carried up ice by Biddle. Biddle turns it over after they hit the shot. Saved by Alnahas. 12:50 to go in the third period. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off won by the Penguins out to the right point. The shot from there, saved by Alnahas. Good pressure by the Penguins to keep it in deep. O'Donnell with the forecheck there. Tries to undress Biddle. And turned over. Flipped out of the zone. And into the Cushing zone by Manning. Now back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell tucks it into the zone with the backhand. Putting on the brakes is Norcross. Goes into the slot, but that hops off the stick of Keegan. Thrown in from center ice by Cushing. Penguins will go out for a change. Steering around his defender is McNabney. McNabney enters the zone on the right side, drops it off. Diagonal to the left post, the shot saved by Sherab. Back the other way come the Penguins, but swatted back into the zone by Separides. Backhanded into the slot, the shot turnaround ripped out of the air by Alnahas. Beautiful pass from Wood to Zona. And Cushing will have to settle for a face-off with 11:29 to go in the third period. Face-off, battled for and eventually corralled by the Penguins. Pass to the left point, the shot, wide left. Chasing it down for Cushing is Barella. Gets out to the right point, shot misses wide right. Battle along the end boards. Sprung free by Barella, but turned over to Hines. Hines gets it ahead to Gingras, but Gingras turns it over at the red line. Cushing has to tag up here. If they enter the zone, they're offside. They do tag up. Nice dangle. Kept alive by Caffarelli after he had it poked away initially. Caffarelli trying to get it past Gingras, and Gingras forces it out of the zone. Kippenberger will regroup. Partial change here for the Penguins. Coming into the zone now are the Penguins, but it's a little too strong for Caffarelli. But a turnover here in the slot. Carrying it over is Hewitt. Hewitt's got two. Going for three. Saved by Aldehaas. Another shot from the left point tipped aside by Aldehaas. There's Hewitt. Goes down. No call. Carrying it up ice was McNabney. Turnover. Now walking in. Hewitt dancing. Backhands it towards the net. Chasing it down is Banks. Banks goes out to the left point. Finds McFadden. Back to Banks. Hewitt goes back out to Banks. Off the pipe. Banks tries to keep it in at the point. He does initially, but it's taken over by McNabney. McNabney ahead to Ensign, and that'll be stopped by Sherab. I don't know if he wanted the whistle. He looked like he dropped it for a teammate, but the referee blew the whistle anyway with 9:32 to go in the third period. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with a newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. Here's a chance for Cushing. Fancy backhand through the legs, not really doing anything there for Max Dorrington. Now back the other way come the Bulls. Walking in, shot from the left circle, blocked before it can get to Sherab on the attempt by Manning. Puck fanned on by Fox. He goes down into the boards. Under 9 minutes to play. Manning trying to get it out of the zone. He does. Cushing with possession, though. They have to wait to tag up. They do. But a little contact from behind prevents them from setting up their offense. Good hip check laid there by Zarcone. He's got a goal today. Zarcone's got it. Trying to wrap around. Goes out to the point, bringing it in from the point and getting crushed for his trouble. Out to the slot, Zarcone. Can't find it. Tries to give it up. A little too unselfish there for O'Donnell. Hammered back in from center ice. Bulls in the middle of a change. O'Donnell and McElhaney collapse on their man. A shot from the top of the circle, saved by Aldehaas. Out to the left point, turned over, sloppy puck handling. Coming up with it is Waterman. Waterman goes in, saved by Sherab, and the net comes off its moorings. And now we've got some extracurriculars after the whistle. .750 to go in the third period. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. So we're going to have roughing minors here on Fox, and can I see who's in the box for Cushing? That is Zona going to the box. So Zona and Fox to the box for matching roughing minors. The faceoff will be brought to the Holderness end. Well, okay, so now Fox is getting the minor. That's just Fox with the minor, although Zona is in the box as well. So this is a power play for Cushing. Goes to the left wing. Caffarelli, the one-timer from the right circle, denied by Alnahas. Cushing with a chance to potentially put it out of reach here if they can score. Gustafson tries to get it in front through the goal mouth. Given up to Gustafson, tries to get it in front. A lot of traffic. Swept around the end boards and all the way back to the Cushing end. Nearly a dangerous turnover there created by Sherab, and now a bit of a wrestling match along the end boards. Now Cushing will come up with it, and now another chance, backhand. Hewitt went for his third and was denied by Alnahas. Another all-timer by Keenan Alnahas. After getting beat on that one breakaway by Zarcone, he swore never again, and he's denied a 2-on-0 and a 1-on-0 in the last 12 minutes of gameplay. Face off in the left wing circle. Won by the Bulls and cleared 200 feet. A little fake out there by Sherab. Dropping the puck the opposite direction where he was facing. Now here come the Penguins entering the zone. Puck broken up from... Is that Viacek? Or no, excuse me, that was Montgomery. Chance in front, and Alnahas covers up. And Dorrington in the middle of it, so is Hewitt. 32 seconds left on the penalty, and 6:21 left in the period. Face-off immediately comes in on Alnahas. Clearance attempt Fandon. Shot goes wide right and around the end boards, kept in at the left point. Trying to chip it in deep for Hewitt. Hewitt backhands it in for Dorrington. Dorrington gets hip checked by Hines. Hewitt takes the puck, walking in, has it poked away on the face-off dot. Penalty time is up. We're back to 5-on-5. Bogdanovich has it popped off his stick. Tries to take one, and he hits it off the side of the net. Loose puck, and I believe the net is off its mooring. If it comes out of the zone, they'll just use this opportunity to reset it. They will. What? Fluttering in, and a can of corn caught by Alnahas, if you want to mix your sports metaphors, with 5:26 to go in the third period. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the official LSP hoodie and the Never Concede collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Face off in the left wing circle of the Holderness zone. Pass in front, nobody there, kept in at the blue line by Dorrington. Dorrington goes to the left wing, big hit, and chasing it down is Zarcone. Zarcone carries it out to the left point, walking the blue line back to Zarcone. Zarcone knocks down Rose from behind, and they get it ahead to Fox. Fox bearing in, save Sherab! Comes all the way back to the Holderness end, no icing. Alnahas plays it, He went through the wickets of McNabney, and so a chance here to set up the offense for Cushing. On the right wing, having a hard time handling it, and Rose is going to force it out of the zone. Having to chase it down is Kippenberger. He has a tap to him by Sherab. Kippenberger coming up the middle, lobs it ahead just outside the blue line, goes off for a change. 4:20 to go. Good pressure here by Manning of Holderness as Cushing forced to regroup in their own zone. Trying to hit the stretch pass for Wood, turned over. Fox trying to keep his balance. Comes around the end boards, and here come the Penguins. Chipped in from center ice. Nearly went in on Alnahas. 3.5 to go. Long pass nearly gloved down by McElhaney, but instead comes in deep. McElhaney delivers a big hit, and now we got some real extracurriculars, nearly some fisticuffs here. Fox has been a target for Cushing today. Really trying to get under his skin and just trying to... Well, Fox managed to draw a penalty, it looks like. It looks like it's on Patrick Keegan, the captain. Yep, Keegan to the box for 2 minutes. 3:22 to go. Now is as good a time as any for Holderness to cut this to within 1. There's some jaw-jacking between the Holderness players, Holderness head coach Alan Thompson, and the officials. They're trying to figure out who's going to be allowed on the ice. I guess Thompson is satisfied with the explanation now, but I'm guessing he wants Gingras on the ice. So Gingras will come on the left wing. Fox will come off. And Gingras forced into the face-off after all those delays. And now Fox comes back on for Gingras. Caffarelli. Waterman bearing in, tries to backhand it, denied by Sherab. Out to the top of the slot, the shot hits the Lawrence Academy banner behind, over and behind the protective netting. Had to be a lot on that shot to get it that far high and far. Okay, so 2:52 to go, and Holderness has pulled the goalie, so this will be a 6-on-4. Turnaround shot wide left around the end boards, kept in at the blue line by Biddle. Back in deep for Manning. Holderness needs 2 to tie. Out to the left point, Rose. Over to Biddle. Now with a shot from the right circle, they score! Tim Manning! It's 3-2. We are not done yet. 2:32 to go. If Holderness gets possession here and brings it in the zone, you don't think you have to pull the goalie just yet. There's still 2.5 to go. You pulled the goalie that early, of course, because you had the power play, and you wanted to get the 6 on as much time of 6-on-4 as you reasonably could. Cushing has to tag up here as they were offside. They do. And now Hewitt with the forecheck here. Tipped off the boards by Hewitt. He wanted to tip it into the zone. That prevents Cushing from getting possession in the zone. But now here come the Penguins into the slot. The backhand, they score! Jacob Banks gets it right back. And Cushing pads its lead back to 2 at 4-2. That was Hewitt on the assist, wasn't it? So 2 goals and an assist for Jake Hewitt. He's having a phenomenal game. If this score holds, looks like he's going to take home player of the game honors. Swatted away by McNabney. Tossed off the sideboards. There is Caffarelli. Out to center ice. Cushing will chip it in. 1:20 to go. Carried in at the blue line. Turned over. Here's Waterman. Waterman gets ridden into the boards. Puck is in front of Sheriff. It's loose. But Cushing comes away with it. Pass a little off target, but this will kill some clock as it goes below the goal line to Barella. Zona can't keep it in the zone. Hits his man. Waits for his teammates to tag up. Brought into the zone by Gustafson. Gives his man a little shove. There's Caffarelli. Comes all the way back to Sherab's end, where it'll be played by Zona. 23 seconds to go. Gustafson looking to carry it out of the zone. Goes wide left of Sherab. There is Fox waiting for it. 7 seconds to go. Sherab makes another stop. Lofted out of the zone and towards an empty net, and that will do it. Cushing will claim 3rd place in the 45th annual Groton Lawrence Holiday Tournament after following up their championship performance last year. Our player of the game again, Jake Hewitt, 2 goals and an assist in the 4-2 victory. His 2nd goal ended up being the game winner at that. So congratulations to Jake and congratulations to Cushing for the 3rd place finish. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports productions serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2018, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with the newly renovated Stone Athletic Center. LSP's next broadcast is Wednesday night at 6:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers host the Monroe Tribunes in NJCAA men's basketball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live. Then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the Cushing Penguins 4 and the Holderness Bulls 2. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.